Greetings, TAYliens. As you can tell from the title of this video, this pick a card is going to be based on why do people tend to obsess over you. Now, I'm trying to tap into the lighter attributes of the term obsession because, you know, it can get dark very, very fast and it can get very creepy very quickly, and that is not my goal here. I do not want to be quickly creepy. I want to keep it cute. So, we're going to keep it cute as we tap into why do people tend to obsess over you. As you see, we have 3 groups here, and as per usual, if you are subscribed to this channel, there is an extra special session at the end just for my TAYliens. Again, TAYliens just means that you are subscribed to the channel, okay? But for the main portion of this reading, we have group number 1 with A, group number 2 with E, group number 3 with S. The letters have no meaning, quite frankly. I just use them to signify each group. So don't think too hard about it. Just whatever letter you feel more drawn to. All right. If you would like to book a personal reading, the information for that is in the very tippy top of the description box down below. Leave love in the comment section down below. Let me know which group you chose with the signifying letter. You could put like a capital A and then a little hyphen, and then you put your explanation about, oh my gosh, this is so real. Oh my gosh, this is so true, you know? I love reading your comments, and I hope to see you in the comment section, love. But this is all that I have for you. Oh, I cannot forget to tell you that the inspiration behind this particular video topic was the High Maintenance Hippie Tarot channel. I shared her on the community tab, and her take on this reading is what inspired me to take on this reading, because I've been seeing the reading all over tarot world, you know, but I was like, yeah, that topic is borderline for me. But for her, she put her own energy into it, and so it came out beautifully. I definitely highly recommend it. I will leave it in the description box down below as long as I remember. I'm sure I will eventually. All right, and now on to the reading. Let's find out, why do people tend to obsess over you, darling? I mean, why wouldn't they, right? Group number 1 that resonates with this letter A that I will place right here. Now, I have to say that immediately with the letter A, it brought me to the movie, the book, the concept of the Scarlet Letter, which was about a woman who was exiled from society because she was just so whorish. You know, she was just such a whore. I hope you know I'm being sarcastic when I'm saying this. I mean, I'm being serious. Like, this is the reason why they exiled her. She was a whore. She was an adulterer. She did all of the negative things, you know, because she did whatever she wanted to do. No, you can't do that as a woman in this era. You can't be yourself. Not like that. You could be yourself if you're like this, but not like that. So, what I'm getting here immediately, people tend to obsess over my group number 1s, my group letter A's, because I think that you wear your differences on your sleeve, or like you literally wear that shit on your chest. Like, you say it with your chest, how you feel, what you think, all of that. And this could correspond to the LGBTQ plus community. Maybe this is something here. Because we are in that era, that time where people are accepting, but you know, there's always that extra stuff that's going on, okay? That's not for everyone. That's just for those who that is for. For others of you, maybe you do something for work that's kind of weird, but you just do it and you don't try to hide it. You don't try to disguise it. This group right here, people obsess over you because of how honest you are in your truth and how comfortably you sit in it. It actually makes other people uncomfortable how comfortable you are in your own truth. Okay? And this is what has them tending to obsess over you, though. Let's see what card you got. We have perception. Okay, and interesting. When I heard perception, let me see, can I keep it in the off of the light. When I heard perception, I was getting Persephone. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't that the good old chap, the good old lad, the good old gal who ended up with Hades? I don't know. I'm not really good about keeping up with stories. But either way, Persephone, I feel like she was the one who was like super sweet, but she was dealing with like a beast, you know, like a monster. It's giving Beauty and the Beast kind of energy here. For some of you, this is like the person that you choose to love. People are like, oh, really? You know? I don't know why interracial stuff has been coming through so much. And I'm like, bro, what is this, the 1950s when I'm doing these readings? But that could be another thing too. Like maybe you're dating outside of your race, or maybe your kid is of a different race, or mixed, you know, or maybe you adopted. Okay, there's something here that is perceived to be a bit much, or oh, that's supposed to be hush hush on the low, but you wear it loud and proud. For some of you, this is also a message. I'm trying to figure out where I want the card. My bad, y'all. For some of you, this is also a message that some of you are like the spitting image of your mother or your father, and you're just like them, and you wear that proudly, even though they try to tell you like, you're just like your mom. And you're like, thank you. You know, like it's a compliment, you know? Let's see. Why do people tend to obsess over my group number ones? So there could have something to do with your status or your demographic or your socioeconomic status, your wealth, something about your grade. I was literally hearing grade A, okay? So people tend to obsess over you because for some reason they view you as royalty, or they view you as someone who's going to aid. Wow. Why? They view you as someone who's going to age well. We have Capricorn and the Numinous. Yeah, age well, marry well, finances, healthy. Okay. Yeah, ninth house seeking. Okay, so people tend to obsess over you because of where you are projected to go. There's something here about projection, okay? For some of you, you've literally put yourself out there in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, you're like in competitions or things of this nature, or you're on a path where there's a lot of uncertainty about how far your success can go. But people expect great things from you. No matter what your path looks like, people just expect great things from you. And so they tend to obsess over your path and the way that you maneuver through said path as well here. There's something about like this grade A. It's like everything that you go through, people perceive as perfect or just well executed. With this Capricorn and the Numinous, it's like the only way that this person could succeed, could be successful, is if they had a higher power on their side. Okay, for some of you, this is people thinking witchy things. This could be something like, maybe that's your scarlet letter A, is that, oh, you're a witch, you're a wizard, Harry. You know, you could be one of those. Or if you're like myself, you don't even associate with any of those labels, but people still put you on that anyways because you read cards, you know? So you could be someone like that who just so happens to be interested in tarot cards and crystals, and so people are like, oh, she's a witch, he's a wizard, you know? Stuff like that. Harry Potter can be of significance here as well. Okay, so we have the Sun, clarifying perception. So the reason why people are also obsessing is because whatever this scarlet letter is that you wear, whatever this thing is that you do or you speak of, or whatever this case is, you just keep impressing people more and more. It's like when they think that you've hit a peak, they're like, oh shit, they hit another one and another one. It's like you just keep getting better. You're aging like fine wine. Okay, that's another message coming through here too. People could be like, they're a witch. That's why they age so gracefully. Like, bro, or maybe I just have good genes, good genetics, you know? It's things like that coming through here. But this sun with perception here, there's something about you and whatever it is that you're doing that they are judging and obsessing over. It's shifting their perception to think lighter or higher or outside of the box in regards to whatever it is that you are doing. You seem to be gaining people's respect here with whatever it is that you are doing. Not that you are going out of your way to gain their respect, but I think that it's just the fact that you are so willing to commit to whatever this risque thing is. It has people impressed and has them looking deeper than they ever thought that they ever would. Title. This is like representing contracts and things of that nature. For some of you, this is like a job or a contract or something like this that came through for you, and they just never expected it to like be brought to reality. Like you did something or created something or expanded something. This King of Wands is definitely coming through here as some sort of expansion. I'm getting big time energy of like respect, like someone or people's respect for you is blossoming. It's growing. People wake up every day with a little bit more respect for you. And they might not even know why. Let's get more energies surrounding this. There's some sort of, again, something about uncertainty, the mystery here. There's something about the uncertainty of whatever it is that you're doing. But your dedication to it seems to be breeding some sort of certainty. And this kind of has people looking at you like, yo, that's pretty badass, if you ask me. Stop. Please. Let's do this like this. Yeah, there seems to be some sort of title that you hold or carry, or for some of you, this is like, oh yeah, I am the Milwaukee heavyweight champ, some sort of title, some sort of job, something that you're committed to, or someone that you are committed to. Just see something as prosperous, promising, noteworthy. Oh, this little, the little sun in the eyes, like, oh. I think that people were trying to maybe demonize you or something that you do, or if not demonize, just criticize. But the closer they get to you or it or whatever, again, their perception is being lifted, it's being changed. This could also be about your own perception of yourself here. I'm seeing something about the future. So you could be some sort of sidekick or a reader or something like this, because she's looking into this mirror where she's definitely aged here. But she looks happy overall. She's not upset about her aging. And I think it's her perception of this, okay? For some of you, people are obsessed with you because you don't obsess over age, okay? Yeah, we have the world coming out here. And I just started hearing, age ain't nothing but a number, and a heart ain't nothing but a thing. This love that I have for you, it'll never change. You know? That's Age Ain't Nothing But a Number by Aaliyah. Okay? Let's see. There's something about proving someone or proving people wrong. Yep, look at that, the Six of Cups. And that takes me back to that aging like fine wine. Something about age is significant here. People could obsess over you because maybe you are the youngest or the oldest in a certain field, or because of something that you had achieved at a certain age, or because of the way that you were perceived at a certain age. Now you seem to be growing and being perceived as something completely different than what was expected of you when you were another age. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. That 10 of Pentacles even comes through to me as aging like fine wine here. There's something about your words that age like fine wine. There's something about the things that you commit to that age like fine wine, or you just look better with time. People obsess over you because you only get better. And it's so mysterious to them. They're like, how? Like, I just saw you perform last week and you're already better with the same song. You're already doing this better. How? Another reason why people obsess over you is because of your self-study habits, or like your Virgo placements, your ability to analyze a situation, to then make it better. You always see room for improvement, and this is why people tend to obsess over you as well here. People tend to obsess over you as well because of the way that you handle misunderstandings or disruptions, or the way you maneuver through tumultuous situations. This definitely has a lot to do with your commitment, though. These people obsess over you because of your commitment to something. That's what's going on here. On this side of the reading, it's all about commitment to whatever this title card represents in your life. Whether this is commitment to your job, to your partner, this is giving for better or for worse energy. While over here is more so the observer of this commitment here. Any other messages before I read the perception card? People also obsess over you because for some reason they want to like start new things with you, or they want to tell you things. You seem to be really down to earth, which contradicts that higher up status that we mentioned that you seem to possess, or at least how people perceive you. So let's tap into perception, because I'm seeing that perception is everything with your group in particular. So let's see. Perception. I'm hearing everything is not what it seems. It's bringing me to the Wizards of Waverly Place. Yeah, like Alex. Alex was the main character. So Wizards of Waverly Place could be relevant here or something like that. All right. Perception on page 74 and 75. Mirror, mirror on the wall, reflect the truth and show me all. The critic rules inside your head. Lies and scorn are now its fed. With words of positivity, starve it out, and you'll be free. The fairy godmother's message. When you gaze into a mirror, who is looking back at you? I bid you to be truly honest with yourself at this time. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what can't you see that others can? Your perception of who you are is warped indeed. For no longer can you see a wonderful being. No. Instead, all you see are the faults, guilt, worries, and shame staring you blatantly in the face. Is this the true creation of who you are? Of course not. You have become shrouded in a world painted by other people's negative comments, blames, and projections. Sadly, you have come to believe that these lies, which have built up within your mind, instead of seeing the true aspect of yourself and feeling wonderful, you have chosen to become who you really are not. And this is how most others now perceive you to be. Even though you have been showered with compliments and praise, you only listen to the negative aspects and have stemmed from jealousy, anger, and control. So, look again if you will, and open wide your eyes. Acknowledge the magnificence of you, of what you stand for and how far you have come. You're a marvel. Did you know that there is no one like you throughout the entire universe? You were brought forth into this world specifically for your talents, your passions, and the ray of energy that is unique to you. Without the gift of you, this planet would not tick, and now begs you to take ownership of who you are in every way and do what you come here to do. Be proud of who you are. For the moment you change your perception of who you are, so too will everyone else. Time to look through their eyes of your soul. I'm sorry, let's repeat that last line again. Time to look through the eyes of your soul and not through the lies of the inner critic. And this is why people obsess over you. Because you either have or you constantly are patting yourself on the back, working through your distorted perceptions because of people's distorted perceptions. It's the way you grow. It's the way you choose to grow and move forward. But you always stay committed to keeping a higher perception of yourself. You're committed to this essence or this sense of yourself. This could be who you desire to age into. It's like you are aligning yourself with this. And this over here represents the things that you can't control. That is so interesting, the way that the card is set up, because it's like what's behind her is what she cannot control. This is just life happening here. While what's in front of her, she can take control of what's in the mirror. She can control the perception of how she sees herself. And with this sun here, people obsess over you because you only get better with time. You only value yourself more with time. Your price only goes up, despite what may be going on out in the world, literally the world. All right, y'all. So this is all that I have for you. This is why people tend to obsess over you. If you are a TAYlian, I will see you at the very end of this reading. Leave love in the comment section down below to let me know how this reading resonated for you. And if you would like to book a personal reading, that information is in the very tippy top of the description box. But I'm on to the next one. Bye. Don't forget to check out High Maintenance Hippie Tarot. Group number 2 that resonates with letter E. Okay, so immediately I was hearing elephant, and then I heard egg, and then I started hearing that SpongeBob song. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere at any time and all down here in the deep blue sea. Okay, so I don't know why that might be relevant to someone. All right, so why do people tend to obsess over my group number 2s? I mean, this letter E is also representing everyone. Okay, so you could be a people person. You could often tend to please people without intentionally being a people pleaser. I think you're popular. You are a crowd pleaser. Now I'm hearing, that girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all his friends know me. Young bull living like an old geezer. Haters mad for whatever reason. That's Ray Strimmered. Black Beatles. Ray Strimmered, Black Beatles, okay? Let's reveal your card. We have healing. Okay, yeah. So yeah. That would explain the popularity. Okay, you literally have this image here where she's a doctor and she is tending to a porcupine, spiders, is that a frog? A skunk, owl, panda. She's got it all. She's taking care of everyone and she has a smile on her face. She's smiling while she's helping everyone. All right, so there's something about you that is just, it seems like you're very happy-go-lucky. All right, this is why people tend to obsess over you, because you just seem to be like a walking ray of sunshine, even in the midst of chaos, okay? In a whirlwind, you are still centered. You are still processing and perceiving life accurately, okay? There's something about you keeping your head on straight. All right, let's see here. Why do people tend to obsess over my group number 2's, the letter E? We have conjunction with empowerment. Yeah. People tend to obsess over you because if they work with you, they know that they are going to be well taken care of. Okay, I just heard well fed. Okay, we have Pisces, the mystic here. I heard well fed, well read. Okay. You read people's energies. People feel like they don't have to talk around you. They're like, I don't even have to say anything. They just know what I want. We have Aries, the radical here. Or it's like, if it's not that you know what they want, it's more of you know what to do. Okay. People really trust your internal guidance system and where it leads you. This is giving that energy of like, you might be the type of person that people come to with a sore throat or a broken toe, and you tell them, okay, when the moon is in full stance, you are going to go dance up under it, act like a monkey, swim like a fish, sting like a bee, float like a butterfly, and float down like a leaf, okay? And this somehow heals them, okay? There's something about some crazy things that you have remedies. That's what it is. You have remedies. Okay. I just heard psychic remedies. Okay. I'm also being brought to herbalists. What else here? That letter E is also representing eternal for me. Okay. Why do people tend to obsess over? There we go. We have that heart chakra. We literally have heart chakra healing here. You have a tendency to make people feel like really frilly and giddy and excited and empowered in your energy. This letter E is really taking over your reading, like energy, empowerment, expectation. Enigmatic is an E word. Emotional, escapist, empathetic, ephemeral. Lots of E words here. Bottom of the deck, we have walking away, the number 27. And you know what's interesting is that walking away kind of surprised me. I didn't expect you to walk away. So people obsess over you because although you are very sweet, kind, caring, and giving, and you seem like you are there for everyone to the detriment of yourself, no, 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 no. You are definitely not a sucker. Okay, you're not a sucker. You know when you are on the clock. You know when you are doing your job. You know how to cut it off. What does this say? Oh, it just says panda something. It says panda something, but for some reason it drew to me. I think it's because you also will hand over the baton. Okay? Why do people obsess over you? I feel like people favor you in your workplace, or if you volunteer, you are favored in the space in which you volunteer. And they always want you. And as soon as you're gone, they're like, well, I don't want to be here anymore either. Like all of a sudden when your shift is over, everyone feels better and everyone's ready to go home. Let's see here. What else? There's something about like, if some of you are teachers, you could be like that favorite teacher. You know how kids like go to their favorite teacher's classroom and they like have candy, or they have lunch with their favorite teacher. I'm definitely picking up that kind of energy from this group. Okay, so no matter what it is you do for work or volunteer, you are definitely a favorite. Okay, and people want to be wherever you are because you just have the good vibes. You make them feel good. Okay, let's see. Like if you, let's say that you're a doctor and your kids, no, and kids specifically are like, I want to go back to the last doctor, Dr. Everett, okay? There's something about E, the letter E here. For some of you, the letter E is literally in your name or something like this. But E is also representing empire, okay? Whatever it is that you do for work, you make it fun. This doesn't have to be work. I keep saying work, but this could also be volunteering. And this over here definitely highlights that energy for me. We have 646, which could be a relevant number to you. But there's something about like you may be in an award-winning company or building, or you could even have something to do with like history here as well. Or your job or something like has historical landmarks involved. Okay. But above all, there's something here. I just heard world renowned even. So for some of you, this is going to be leading to like world renowned type of energy, or this is how people feel about you. They obsess over you because they feel this kind of energy, like world renowned, like you should be known all around the world for whatever it is that you do. But I definitely feel like this is more than just you, or this is your own energy bringing other people with you, because I don't think you're a very selfish, like, oh yes, praise me, bow down, kiss my feet. I don't see you as that type. This is a we thing. I think you may even have, again, the energy of like a like volunteer work. What is it called? A non-profit organization is really standing out here for me. Some sort of non-profit that you may work with that helps to heal people. Let's see. What else? And healing people can be with food, like food kitchens. It could be through books. It could be through so many different things. Yeah. Yep. We have justice in the reverse here. Yep. People that feel as though they've been rejected by the world, or rejected by society, or done wrong or something. There's something about them feeling righted in your presence. You comfort people by making them feel heard. This title card came out in group number 1, but in a totally different place, and it completely changes the perception of that card. But this card represents like new contracts, new people, new places, new things, new commitments. And for some reason, I'm getting something about like unemployment. You may have a space where you can create jobs for people, or you have links and connections to help people get jobs. What else do we have here? But there's definitely this energy of people feeling humbled, harmed, or hurt by the world, by their external forces, and they come to your safe haven to feel empowered, to feel rescued, to get their mojo back again, if you will. And it makes them feel good about recouping and getting back out in the world, and bringing justice to themselves, because I feel like this is definitely situations where people feel like they lost something that they literally cannot get back. They cannot gain this thing again. And instead of losing hope, you show them how another path could be better for them, or, excuse me, how self-pitying in this situation can be illogical, quite frankly. Why do people tend to obsess over group number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which did show up in group number 1 as well. So there are some connections if you felt guided to both. You definitely come through with truth and boundaries, though. Like, even though you are helping to heal the heart, you're not creating false illusions about it. You are the type of person that will tell someone like, hey, of course you broke your arm because you were jumping on this thing that they told you not to jump on. And so you can't be mad at them. You can't sue them. You can't do this, da 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 da. But what you can do is this. What you can do is that. I think that you are a form of alternative medicine, and this is why people tend to obsess over you as well here. People always, they, for some reason, there's something about them wanting more, wanting more, wanting more, wanting more. People kind of view you as like some sort of endless well. And this is why I feel like you definitely have your boundaries where I was saying in the beginning that you were not the type to just stay to the detriment of yourself. It's like if your shift is over, you're gonna make sure you relay all of the relevant information to the person who's taking over after you. But once you're gone, you're gone. And they already know, don't call group number 2, don't call letter E, because they're already gone on their vacation and they said no. You handle what you have to handle. You do it with so much love, kindness, and care. So much TLC, tender love and care, basically, that it makes people think that you would be willing to do more for them, but you definitely have strict boundaries, strict laws, okay? So people obsess over you because you show them so much love that they think like, oh my God, this must mean that we can get married. This must mean that we could be best friends. This must mean that they'll adopt me. And then you're like, no. I've got a whole other thing going on over here. This is about people obsessing over you in one realm, thinking that they know everything just from what they know about you and being sadly mistaken. Like this is definitely coming through as like a teacher that you might see in school like this, but outside of school, you see them like that. You know, there's something very polar opposites here. Like you do your work with love. I have to keep stressing this. It's not that you're putting on a show at all. You just know your boundaries. It's like you put so much love, tender care, and affection in that people think that you're in love with them by the time you're done, and they don't realize that that's a treatment that everybody gets when they're around you, because that's just how you are. And this can be kind of disheartening to them because they created this false illusionary contract with you, and then they obsess over you because they're like thinking about whatever this thing is that they created in their mind, but then they're realizing that that can't be true, it can't be real. And it kind of like this is kind of twisted in a way. It's like they come to you to be healed, not knowing the impact that you would have on them, and then they keep coming back to you because they like got addicted. It's like they get addicted to the medicine that they were prescribed. That's why people obsess over you. That's it. So I'm going to read this healing card to you, and we're going to go ahead and close out this reading. Let's see. Healing. Flipped right to you. Page 56 and 57. A broken heart, an arm, or knee requires the utmost sympathy. I'll patch you up. No need to squeal. My nursing mission is to heal. I'll wrap you up in cotton wool, fully repaired. A miracle. Yeah, you produce what people would consider miracles, and it has them like obsessing over you. It has them telling everyone about you, and I kind of feel like it's all based in an illusion, like in hype. They run and tell their friends about you. Okay, so people really tell greater stories of you than they've ever even experienced with you. It's like, you know how sometimes like rumors can go around and they make you sound worse? No, your rumors make you sound better than you actually are. Okay, anyways. And when I say better than you actually are, I'm talking about in your own perception, because obviously if this is how people perceive you, it's true in some aspect. Okay, so, but to yourself, you think that they're hyping you. All right. You cry for healing help. I messed up the first word. Your cry for healing help has been heard. The indescribable hurt and pain that you are suffering has taken its toll, and it's hard for you to believe that you will ever overcome this grief. But please know that eventually your heart will heal. We literally have the heart here, guys. Yeah, that's crazy. It is true that as time passes, things do get better. Slowly, your heart will begin to knit together the fragments that have been scattered, and eventually you will feel whole again. But for now, know that there is no need to rush things or feel shame in thinking that you should be over it by now. This message could also indicate a nutritional imbalance in your body, which is affecting your metabolism and lowering your energetic vibration. It could be affecting you spiritually, physically, or emotionally. Look at reducing your intake of alcohol, caffeine, and fatty or sugary foods. Take sensible steps to ensure the restoration of your health and don't ignore the signs your body is trying to tell you. Health issues resulting from an accident or living with chronic pain can take their toll and affect the way you live your life. Call on me to help soothe your discomfort, and don't be too proud to seek the appropriate professional help and medication. You may wish to investigate the beneficial healing properties of natural remedies by seeking out a qualified herbalist or indulge in natural energy healing practices such as Reiki or meditation. I did talk about herbalists, all right? My magical bedside manner will ensure you are healed in time. So take comfort in knowing that you will soon be returned to peace. In the meanwhile, rest within the protection of my wings as you are nurtured and cared for. Heal well, dear one, and never give up. It said never ever give up. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, imagine someone taking such great care of you and then they just kick you back out into the world like, all right, bye. You're good. Bye. They're like, damn. For real? You didn't feel what I felt? You didn't mean that you loved me with your actions? It's like that kind of energy coming through here. People get obsessed with you because of how you help them, and they just want you to be around all the time. All right, so this is all that I have for you, group number 2. Leave love in the comment section down below letting me know how this resonated for you. And if you are a TAYlien, I will see you at the very end of this reading, of course, as per usual. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box. But this is all that I have for you. Until next time, take care, be well, bye. Don't forget to check out High Maintenance Hippie Tarot that inspired the video. Group number 3 that resonates with the letter S. Okay. Soviet, Slovakia. You could have Russian descent, or you could be of Russian descent is what I meant to say. Suddenly, it's quiet, it's silent. Yes. You could have an accent, or you could speak very softly, very seriously. Soft, serious. There's something, but I also heard spunk. There's something soft, serious, and spunky about you. This is why people tend to obsess over you. We have self-worth. Okay, so S, self-worth, soft, sporty, spunky. Okay. You have a soft confidence. Excuse me. You have a soft confidence that speaks for itself. People obsess over you really for little to no reason, if that makes sense. Like, they just obsess over you because they saw you. They just obsess over you because they heard you. They just obsess over you because of your hair, because of your makeup, because of your lips, because of your hair. I said that already, so hair twice. This reading is so quiet. Why do people tend to obsess over group number 3? Semi-sextile allowing. Yeah, you provide space for people. You don't try to talk just to be heard. You don't try to do the most just to be seen. 5th house, passion. You do it because you love it. And when you're doing what you love, you look amazing. Look, ascendant, outlook. You have people obsessing over you because you seem to be in a whole nother realm, a whole nother century, decade. People feel like you're out of place, but they're glad that you're out of place in their realm. Some of you have, I'm hearing beauty or the looks or the appearance of someone who is from the 1700s, very specifically the 1700s. You have there's something about your beauty that's coming through here, group number 3. And And silence, like literally you don't have to say a single word. You have like this classic beauty. See, look, rest and rejuvenation. For some of you, this is about people obsess over how you look when you're sleeping or when you're meditating or when you're having fun or when you're allowing yourself to be pleasurable and in the moment. Oh, that S for some of you represents SEX, and people like your SEX faces. Oh my gosh, SEX is right there, and passion and pleasure is all about SEX as well. We have door to value. See, this is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm getting like silent money. Okay, a subtle flex. This is why people obsess over you. These things that I'm mentioning are the reasons why they obsess over you. Because you are a beautiful, silent, subtle flex. You don't seem to beg for attention. You just... I'm also getting like this classic Hollywood beauty, okay, is what was coming through. These goddamn cards and being uneven gonna piss me off. But anyways, let's see. Talk to me about this semi-sextile allowing. There's something about surprise. Why do people tend to obsess over my group number 3s? Yeah, it's definitely about like your beauty, your pictures, and people's fantasies around them. Yeah. Yep. Okay, but if you want to hear more than just that, you could check out group number 2 because this card came out in group number 2 in that exact placement. But aside from all of that, let me just tell you that people tend to obsess over you because of your appearance or because of your status in the world. See? These cards are just coming out and speaking for themselves. It's like your energy, your essence, your vibration speaks for itself. It's like people are like, why wouldn't you obsess over group number 3? Like they're group number 3. I keep getting images of Marilyn Monroe in your reading. So you have that type of beauty. Like I'm getting like old Hollywood beauty here. And there's something about youthfulness that shines through in this reading as well. Bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. People are like overwhelmed by their sexual attraction to you, or just your physical appearance, the way that you dress. There's something over the top or dramatic about you, but silent. It's not like you're like being loud and being dramatic. It's like, you know how Marilyn Monroe was like, oh, me? Like that soft surprise, sexy essence that she had. That's what I'm getting here. Like, oh, me? Whatever do you mean? Like people would literally pay. First of all, people would, how can I say this? People would pay to see you dressed up in certain things and to have you to act things out for them. This could be sexual or not. People, you're the type of person that people would also like. They're projecting fantasies onto you, because right now someone is like showing me like you dressed up in like a maid's uniform, like walking around cleaning the house, and oh, do you need help with that? And then it just turns into like an X scene, you know? Let's see, what else? But your beauty is in this silence, and not saying like you're only beautiful because you're silent. That's not it. It's like you might not even be silent. But I just feel like in comparison to most people like you, or in comparison, you just don't speak as much, or you have a very soft energy. Like your energy is so, it's like a mist. I'm definitely getting like your energy is like a mist that is needed at whatever time of the day that it occurs. It's like you're just a nice mist on the skin. It just feels so beautiful. Like like whispers and kisses and just softness. Like just everything is soft and supple, sensual, sexual. Everything that you do, people obsess over you because they think that everything you do is like fucking sexy. Like you're giving somebody some money, oh, that's hot. You're talking to a kid, oh, that's hot. Oh, you're talking about business, you're dressed up as a business person, oh, that's hot. Now, this side over here is definitely talking about people that actually get to see this side of you, like in the bedroom, and the way that it shifts their perception of you in the real world. It's like they really start to see everything that you do is like super sexy. There's an energy over this that just says unbothered. Like, I'm very unbothered. Like, even if you are bothered, you just, your essence, your energy, people obsess over you because you just seem unbothered. You just seem content. You seem, I'm hearing you seem relevant wherever you go, even if you're not the center of attention. There's just something very beautiful about the way that you don't need validation as a sense of security. You don't demand the attention in the room, you just naturally get it. You're the type that could silence a room full of rowdy people with just like walking in or walking up to the stage. All right, let's go ahead and read your card for self-worth, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up your reading. Self-worth on page 82 and 83. Self-worth. I feel quite sorry for the self. It's shunned and left upon the shelf. It wishes it could be like others, pop stars, actors, sisters, brothers. Decide on how you wish to be. Love who you are, for that's the key. Fairy godmother's message. If I were to say that you are very special, how would you react? Would you smile knowingly and graciously, say thank you as you accepted these words? Or would you shake your head, believing this is not to be the case whatsoever? I want you to go deep within and be totally honest with yourself and with me. There, you've done it. Well done. That wasn't so hard for you, now was it? But for me and your soul, it is. Why is it that you keep tearing yourself to shreds and have such a low opinion of yourself? Usually it comes from someone else. Cast your mind back to reveal who told you that you are no good, not beautiful, that you will never be loved. These are all lies, stemming from another's jealousy and control of you. Whatever it is one thinks, believes in, or feels becomes that person's reality. If you keep affirming that you are no good, then that is what you will eventually become as your energy resonates and grows to match your affirmations. Wouldn't it be wonderful to be all that you desire yourself to be? Well, that wish will come true sooner than you think, with a sprinkle of magic and a little bit of action. So grab something you can make notes on and write. Write a list of all that you would like to be and decide to be it. For instance, you could write, I am profoundly clairvoyant. I am loved. I am beautiful. I am worthy. The more you focus on knowing that, all will come in about an instant. The firmer your belief in the truth of your statements, the sooner you will have created the person that you wish to be. But I promise that you already are all those things. You just have to believe it. Now, this is why Marilyn Monroe was coming through, because Marilyn Monroe created like this whole image of herself, this whole, like her whole entire essence is an illusion, but it's an illusion that was made reality. That's what's going on here. Whatever phase or stage you are in of attracting your self-worth, you are doing this beautifully and abundantly, and actually people are seeing you much higher than you even think. Even if you feel like you haven't really accomplished much, which whatever, what do accomplishments have to do with self-worth, right? But this is what I'm getting is like, you may feel like you haven't accomplished much or you haven't made many changes, but you definitely have, and it's time to really sit in that and absorb that if you have not already, because people obsess over you because they see you so highly already. And I think that it has something to do with, yes, you see yourself highly, but not so much as like highly on a pedestal. It's more of like you've accepted who you are. You've accepted your magic, and now that you've accepted it, now you've kind of rested into it, and now it's attracting a lot of beauty to you. This is giving Empress energy, honestly. But yeah, this is all that I have for you, group number 3. If you are a Taylien, I will see you at the very end of this reading. Sending you so much love, so much life. If you'd like to book a personal reading, hit the very first link in the description box. And don't forget to check out High Maintenance Hippie Tarot for inspiring this content. Until next time, bye. Taylens, you got the letter D. You got the letter D. Why do people obsess over my Taylens? See, I'm gonna just get it out, because if I don't get it out, the channels won't come through. For some of y'all, when I said you got the D, for some of my Taylens, people obsess over you because of the way that you ride their disco stick. Okay, I love how that came through. This beat's so sick. I wanted to come right on your disco stick. Ah, what an era. What an era. Okay, so we're being brought to big, voila, Lady Gaga energy. Lady Gaga is an Aries as well. You know, as an Aries, I have to mention that, you know, just got to. I mean, why wouldn't you? Anyways, your card, Rejuvenation. Why do people obsess over my Taylens with Rejuvenation? Well, first of all, you look like you don't take no shiz from anybody. You look like you are living it up on the islands of whatever. And you got somebody's man bringing you drinks, okay? And he's doing it proudly, happily. It doesn't have to be somebody's man, but it's just like, you know the saying, somebody's man's. Why do people obsess over my Taylens? I just heard the term district, okay? There's something about some sort of exotic energy about you. This could be appearance or your mannerisms or your beliefs. There's something here about you being alien-like, which is so funny because you're like my Taylens, but there's something about you being like a distant relative. You also give off like rich auntie vibes, okay? Like the auntie who just travels, doesn't have any kids, and she just be chilling, cool and vibing, you know? You give off that kind of energy here, and this is a reason why people tend to obsess. I was just brought to a flash of Mariah Carey, who is also another Aries, I do believe. Okay, so people could obsess over you because I'm thinking Aries rules the face. It could literally be your face. And you know what? As I'm saying that, I'm literally I've been staring at her face the entire time. The entire time. And this guy is looking at me as I'm staring at her. And it's like this knowing. There's like this knowing of like, yeah, she's really hot, right? She's really attractive, right? She's really abundant, right? She's really this, right? Yeah, Scorpio, the animal. You literally have... This is the first time Scorpio came out in this entire reading from these cards. So there is a potent obsessive energy around my Taylens for sure. When people obsess over my Taylens, they be obsessed for life. Yep, obsessed for life. They want to make you a wife. They want to make a home with you. I keep hearing that song. This beat's so sick. I want to take a ride on your... Okay, wait, this is annoying me. I hate when these cards are not straight-ish. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Leo, the lover. Someone, oh, well, that's specific. I was about to say someone wants to get away with you. Like someone would love to like get away and escape. I'm being brought to popsicles right now. They would love to like escape to a hot place with you and just like, why is this coming through? Like an all-exclusive vacation. and they just want to like lay you out and just do you on the bed, do you on the beach, do you there, do you here, like yin and yang. This could be a twin flame energy. See, first chakra, the root chakra. This is about like that pelvic floor. Okay. Wow, this is very specific. Okay, can we get out of the six energy? Can we talk about some more reasons why people obsess over my TAYliens? This is hilarious. Okay. Okay, so I'm also being brought to like, oh my god, riches and wealth. Okay, riches and wealth, because I was looking at this little, I want to call it an amulet. I'm not sure if you had something passed down to you or some sort of inheritance, or you just have a regal vibration to you, but there's something here about, it's like your blood, your royalty. This is something about your mother's side of the family too, if that's relevant to someone. Meaning the same reason why people tend to obsess over you happens to be the same reason why they tend to obsess over everyone like you in your lineage. So you may have heard stories of like, oh yes, your grandmother was so beautiful, da 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 da. And now you're like in this essence or this vibration where people are like, you're so beautiful, da 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 da. Okay. What is this? Is this a lotus flower? Yes. Yeah. This is definitely about like blossoming abundance type of vibration. Okay. Why do people tend to obsess over my TAYliens? I feel like this reading is a bit of a hot mess. Like in relation to all the other readings, this was definitely less structured. And I think that has to do with why people obsess over you, because there seems to be less structure with you, but it all seems to come together. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. It's got to do with the way that you purge. Your dark side is coming through here as well. Yeah. So you have fixed energies coming through really heavily over here. Heavy emphasis on Scorpio and Aquarius, okay? Something about candid, okay? So looking really casual, but looking cool, candid. Yeah, because she looks cool. Like, she looks candid. Like, you could take a picture of her right now and she look good. Like, she looks good, candid. Like, candid shots, okay? What's also coming through here, too, though, is your get back or your wit or your commanding kind of energy or your ability to get your way in a situation. And it's not like you're doing this in a manipulative way on purpose. But I think you know your power and you utilize it, okay? With these two pages coming out here, I feel as though the reason why people tend to obsess over you, I think that you know exactly why, and you could probably verbalize it better than I can, because you are your own, like, life. You're experiencing it yourself, but it's something that you recently have discovered about yourself that you're just now exploring or tapping into here, that really has people like shook, taken aback by you. Like, yeah, like they're in awe of you. For some of you, this could be like a talent of some sort, that maybe a mother, father figure, or someone on your mother's side may have possessed here, or grandmother as well. See, and I keep being brought to that face. The sun to me is like the face, and I just heard like the face card, don't decline. You know, like it's something about like the face card, don't decline. I don't care what you look like, bro. There's beauty everywhere. There's different forms of beauty, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is more of that, what's that word I'm looking for? Yeah, like primal, lusty, provocative energy, that D energy. What is the word that I'm thinking of? It's it's that word, phallic symbol. Yes, like a phallic symbol, okay? There's definitely something about phallic symbols coming through here. Talk to me some more about why do people tend to obsess over my TAYliens? I keep being brought to the damn moon. Well, really the moon and the sun, because the moon is here in this image. Excuse me. But technically the fourth house, this brings me to Cancerian energy, which also brings me to the moon and the sun. So you have a lot of moon and sun energies here. This talks about being well balanced. This talks about being, I'm also picking up on something about, see, it's interesting because I just talked about being disheveled, but then I just heard the term well structured. So I feel like you take lack of structure and you work with it well to make it seem structured. But again, these double pages just keep really showing up here for me. I think that you've taken on a new mentality that has also changed the way that you take opportunities. There's something about mentality and opportunities coming through here. What you make of your mentality and what it's shaping your reality to be is something that people tend to obsess over you about as well here. This master and builder number 22 is also standing out to me as well. Yang is standing out to me. The sun and this lion representing Leo is also standing out here. So heavy emphasis on Leo, Aquarius, Aries, and Scorpio. Let's go. Oh, I just realized you have rejuvenation twice on two different cards. That's your main card, but the fourth house roots also says rejuvenation. This could have something to do with people obsessing over you because of some sort of past situation, heartache, heartbreak, loss that you've endured and the way that you move forward from it. All right. Now let's see. Rejuvenation. Why do they obsess over my TAYliens? What final messages can we get from the rejuvenation card? We have 78 and 79 as the page numbers. Rejuvenation. Lounging. Bronzing in the sun. Sea, salt, air, and having fun. Food delights, cocktails too. Take this well-earned break for you to be restored. I'm taking charge. Enjoy the rest now. Bon voyage. So I feel like you might also like take trips often. This is why people obsess over you, or people just obsess over like where you're from. People could also obsess over like your lineage. I was talking about like your grandmother or your mother or your parents. I was picking up on that. People could obsess over your roots, your history, your lineage, where you come from. People want to know about you. People just genuinely want to know about you. All right, so your fairy godmother's message. As your fairy godmother, I give you full permission to take a break, for you have earned it. Yes, indeed, a time to rest, rejuvenate, and have some fun is just a ticket for your wary self. What a time it has been for you. It feels as though you haven't stopped for a moment. You are exhausted on so many levels that if you try to carry on much longer, you won't be fit to bring about the results you desire. Have you heard the saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy? Well, take it from me, you won't be doing yourself or anyone else for that matter any favors by continuing on as you are doing. So, I am prescribing you with a holiday. Do not let any money worry gremlins kick in the moment a vacation is suggested. Do you not understand the universal law of giving and receiving? The law is simple. The more you deny yourself, the less you receive. To fully love yourself is to take all that you need in order to live your life to its full potential. Your body, soul, and spirit are crying out for a well-earned rest. When you give in to its craving, you will find that you are able to see through with new and fresh eyes. You will feel much more energized, and you will have reignited your passion and enthusiasm on every level. Everyone needs to get away from the mundane from time to time. It's essential to our well-being. So do yourself a favor and get away from it all. Go on, spoil yourself. Be weighted on hand and foot. Be wild, be silly, and have the most fun that you can. It's time for you now. So go search for that dream destination, pack your bags, and fly. Sail away. You'll be so grateful that you did. Don't forget to send a postcard. All right. So yeah, I definitely see this energy of like burying the hatchet. Like this was a old, See, this was an old mentality. Okay, see how the way that the Page of Swords fell off the table is so significant. This was an old mentality or an old world or an old way of existing, and you're just like, I'm taking a break from that. I'm over here having fun and just seeing where the wind takes me type shiz. Okay, so this is why people obsess over my TAYliens. Sending you so much love, so much life. I can't wait to see you in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out High Maintenance Hippie Tarot for inspiring me to take on this concept of this pick a card reading. But until next time, take care, be well. Bye.